Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com here. Today it's the 4th of September 2023. Quick favour as usual, please, if you wouldn't mind, and that's if you'd please subscribe to the channel. That'd be marvellous, big help, appreciated, so please click the button if you would. Right, big day today because we have got the long awaited 40th anniversary Monster Edition of Jethro Tull's Broadsword and the Beast. Now this is the latest in the line of Jethro Tull back catalogue albums that have got this treatment, and using the word monster is indeed appropriate. As always with these Tull reissues, these big box sets that have been coming out, this is most certainly in the lavish style that we've all become accustomed to. It is of the toppest of top quality, and particularly if you're a Jethro Tull fan, as I am, you won't mind shelling out the 60 English pounds or so to get your hands on it. I pre-ordered mine. It came on the release day, the 1st of September, and it was around about 60 quid I paid for it, including postage from Burning Shed. So thanks for sending it on time, Burning Shed, as always. What about the music? Before we get into the content, no doubt if you are a Jethro Tull fan, you'll be more than familiar with the music. But if you're not, Broadsword, I guess you could call it something of a transitional album for Tull. They started with this on A, moving more away from that traditional folk proggy style of, say, Songs from the Wood, to bringing in more electronic elements, because if you remember 1982, electronica was becoming a little bit more common, as was the style at the time, and Ian Anderson, being a bit of a forward thinker, did start to embrace that. But that said, all the folky proggy stuff that Tull are known for combined nicely with that introduction of more electronic bits, and it all works very well. It remains to this day, some 40 years after it came out, it remains to this day one of my most often played albums from Tull. That darkly brooding opener of Beastie, quite striking, isn't it? You've got that synthy intro, the rockier stuff starts, Ian Anderson spits out the lyrics, particularly that emphasis on the word beastie. The always excellent Martin Barre on guitar, he riffs and effortlessly solos away. Marvellous stuff, isn't it? Clasp brings some more of that electronic style in, but also the typical Tull folksy stuff. Fallen on Hard Times, particular favourite of mine. I think Ian Anderson's lyrics are very good on this one, some of his finest lyrics, and it's got that catchy, jaunty feel to it. Flying Colours rocks along nicely. Martin Barre again, superb. I mean, the man's such a phenomenal guitarist, isn't he? He can do the lot. Broadsword, the open side 2 of the original vinyl, haunting, that basic tribal ancient drum beat underneath Ian's measured vocal, and the delivery of the lyric again, it's marvellously effective, isn't it? Pussy Willow, for some reason, I don't know why, reminds me of Hunting Girl from Songs from the Wood a little bit. Makes me think of that every time I listen to it. Seal Driver, nice, excellent punchy rocker. And then that atmospheric cheerio becomes the ideal album closer, and indeed, live set closer as well. Excellent standalone album on its own, and it stood the test of time really well. But with this Monster 40th anniversary edition, there's so much more to enjoy than that original album. So what's in the big box, eh? Well, it comes, as always with these Tull reissues, in that really excellent, lavish, thick cardboard book style. All right. There is inside we've got 5 CDs and 3 DVDs, the DVDs being audio only, and the 164-page book, which is printed on high quality glossy paper, all sorts of detailed articles, contributions from the band, lyrics, a recreation of the Broadsword tour program, tour itinerary, lots of photographs, and plenty more to read away on. Excellent read as always. Then as for the musical content, disc 1 is a remix of the album, Stephen Wilson, well, who else is everywhere, isn't he? He handled that, and very well done. Brings a new clarity to it for me. A very, very crisp sound all round. Disc 2, we've got 21 tracks of associated recordings from 1981. I would imagine that they were considered for the album, though couldn't fit them all on, could you? But you know, there we are. There's some stuff in these associated recordings that are on Nightcap if you've got that, such as Commons Brawl, sorry, and one or two that are on one of the original remaster issues of the album, like Jack Frost and Hooded Claw. But anyway, 21 tracks, associated recordings. Disc 3, various demos, many songs which did make the album. Then we've got some original master mixes and some rough mixes to give all these different versions. Discs 4 and 5, now this is something special because those two discs are of a live performance recorded in Germany in 1982. So that's a really excellent listen, it really is. And then the 3 audio-only DVDs have various format remixes of the album, associated recordings, and that live in Germany performance as well. So all in all, that is the Monster Edition. Say, you know, 5 CDs, 3 DVDs, big 164-page glossy book, all enclosed in a nice, big, thick, sturdy hardboard cover. For 60 quid, you know, that's what I paid. I paid around 60 quid to get it on issue day. There's no shaking on quality at all. I think it's well worth 60 quid. You know, because if you look at some of the other box sets that some bands are putting out, you pay a lot more for a lot less. So top marks to Ian. And you know, I wonder which one will be next. Maybe it might be Under Wraps. You know, who knows? I think that's an underrated album. So Ian, give us a clue what's coming next. But in the meantime, you know, enjoy this Broadsword 40th anniversary Monster Edition, because it is indeed a monster. Right? So I'll put a link to it on Amazon if you want to go and get it. There's a CD version and there's a vinyl version as well. So you can go and check those out. Please subscribe to the channel before you go. That would be marvellous. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.